So this last weekend slash week, Japan has held a tournament called the EX tournament in Tokyo. And for Fusion World, we really don't have that many events, at least the ones that we do know, and they do start in May, which is a while from now. But for them, this is basically a big version of like a store championship. As I understand, there's over 100 people, maybe a little bit more. So this is going to be the closest thing that we'll see as a regional, or like a region. If you didn't check it out, that's probably because I don't think it's on YouTube anymore. So if I do get in trouble for this and you don't see this anymore, that's why. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at some gameplay of this match and probably a couple other videos. So definitely subscribe if you're new. All right, so we're going to start out with this. It's, wait, no. All right, so we're going to start out with this one. And it's pretty interesting because this is actually Goku Black versus the U7 Goku. And I think U7 Goku is definitely going to be a really good contender in a lot of these different events and maybe even online. No idea what that looks like, but with this guy, he is basically Zoro from One Piece. If you're coming from One Piece, anybody in that from my audience or whatever, and he gives 5k for all of his Universe 7 battle cards on his turn. With Goku Black, if you have a Zamasu and you bottom deck it, you get to reduce your Goku Black cards by 2. Basically, that's what it is, and you really do lean on the 6-drop. So Goku Black has more of a late game, and obviously Blue has a lot of cool extra cards that can control the board. And then Goku plays out these 3 to 4 to 5 cost threats that are pretty annoying, to be honest. Even the 2 costs, like that Android 17, can be a little annoying as well. You know, in this matchup, I do believe that, 6-drop Goku Black is super strong. It's just a little lackluster, right? Sometimes, when it gets answered or if it doesn't do enough, whatever, it doesn't feel that great. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm not really leaning towards Blue. If you are trying to be competitive, I wouldn't really recommend it. But in Japan, this is why I wanted to do this match. 1, because Goku Black is the best villain in Dragon Ball, and 2, there's been some undefeated lists, and I'm very curious to see how they play and how they go. This is a little speed up, by the way, because no offense to our Japanese players, but they do take their time a little bit. And, here in the US, if we're talking about slow playing, we have no room to do that. We do have the Guasu looking in the top 5. Gonna grab one of these cards. Looks like it's gonna be the Goku Black, the 6-drop that I was talking about before. I do believe it gets Goku Black in general. And he's going to go ahead and randomize it to the bottom of the deck. That's very interesting to see. We're going to go ahead and look at the top 5 one more time. One of the cool things about bottom decking, because you're not going to be able to, not be able to see, but you're less likely to see if you did randomize the deck and shuffle it in Masters. There's a lot of Masters cards that do that, but obviously some of the bottom deck. We do get to take a peek at the U7 Goku. His end. I don't know these players' names. They're in Japanese at the bottom, so if you know them, you can go ahead and translate them. My Google Translate is not the best at that. I don't want to disrespect them either. But we do have the 5-drop and two different 5-drops where I can see an Android 18, a couple other cards. We can start playing these Self-Awakeners as well, but we're gonna go ahead and first swing, get the draw in. We're going second as well, so that's not too bad. And we do have a hit. So this guy says when you swing, you get to take a life, and you get to minus 5k on their field. So it's going to be any of these Gowasus or Goten Trunks. Cool thing about this is that, you kind of take away the value of having these 1-drops on board, right? If you play like green or something like that, if you want to tech in I-Beam, it's sort of the same thing. Red sort of has that all over the place as far as removal goes, and they sort of lose value over time, which is why sometimes if you're a critical leader like Goku Black, it might be a good idea to just swing and apply some pressure with the combo power on board. So we're gonna go ahead and pay 3. Looks like for a Trunks. This one does take a life and returns a card back into hand. So this is interesting because like Trunks is super good for that specifically, right? However, with all the 5-drops and the double strikers that we have in the game, it's pretty important to have that in hand instead. We are going to awaken, which is also interesting because like if you are a critical leader, a lot of the time you kind of want to just keep swinging crit, only because you just want to keep denying that high advantage. And that's just how I play and how I came from Masters as well. So it's a little bit different with these players, because of course Masters was not uh, in this region at all, are also going 25, which is quite hefty. You know, this might be because, you know, one, he wants to guarantee the damage, that's fine. Two, he was like, hey, you know, you swung at my dudes and minused it immediately, and I didn't like that. So pretty annoying in general. We need to see the frost, which is pretty cool. You know, I would say uh, uh, making sure that we do keep these guys tap or untapped or tapped. Wait, untapped upside down. We have the that does pop a 20k or less, and it's gonna be pretty cool on this. Like one of the most annoying cards is that card. Not only do you get to pop, but also it is a 30k swing on their turn. Every turn, which is just super annoying, honestly. Super annoying. We're gonna swing 25, which is not too bad. So 10k out of hand, one card. But yeah, I mean, I want to say they do have some sort of self-awakener there. So it's interesting that they went for this. You know, honestly, you know, I'm in the camp of just playing this Goku, popping something and just passing. If they have Sinister Strike, or if they have something else like a Trunks, go for it. You know, that's cool, because now that's 2 attacks that you're going to be swinging into me. I get to awaken, and the whole reason to play the leader is the backside. So, you know, that's one of the things that I would imagine, because now we're swinging 20 into 20 here, or well, 25, I guess. And just going to go on combo here. We're going to probably, you know, in the camp of like, I'm going to lose this yet again, but gotta get rid of the 1-drops while we can. I don't believe any of the Japanese players are on the peel-off train, by the way. You know, this is more of a North American thing, I'd suppose. So I doubt we'll be seeing that. But at least we do see some super combos in our Goku Black player's hand. That's an upside. We're gonna play the Goten's, which does grab a Goten and Trunks, I do believe, which I don't think he has. Well, he has one. He has the Trunks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I believe he only gets that if you have 7 or less in hand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, probably more than 7. So back to our Goku, U7 Goku player's hand, not hand, but I guess hand. Our Goku player's turn. We do play the 5-drop. A little early for this, but you know, it's a 5-drop that has a bunch of power and as well as double strike. And as soon as you get that out, it's sort of like putting people on a clock for the most part, especially when they're awakened. The classic 5-3 is also a thing, so like you could have waited for that as well. But I think this is we're gonna go and swing first with our Goku. So that's a 30k swing, and then we're passing. So I don't really agree with this. I'll let you know now. I don't really agree with this, because the worst thing they can really do is dump like extra cards into swinging that to that Goku. Other part of that is maybe you play a Goku Black after you bottom deck a Zamasu here, and you swing 40k, and that's it. I mean, there's not really too much here. I think that's really the whole thing is here. I think as far as efficiency goes, I think swinging with that Goku, especially getting the bonus on your turn with the now awakened Goku, the leader, it's gonna be a little bit better to do that. It's because like 40k double is nothing to scoff at for sure. It's pretty good. Now we're deciding what we want to do and what we want to combo, I believe. And if I'm correct, we're going to go 35 into his 25, which is what you want to do, at least from what I can tell. Because then they have to get 2 cards out of hand, which I don't think that's what they want to do in general. We are going to be playing the Goku Black, the 6-drop. Again, the Goku Black leader basically says that if you bottom deck in Zamasu, which you did play that 1 cost, you get to reduce the Goku Black by 2. So now you get to play it for 2 or 4. And then now it looks like we're going to go ahead and swing a beefy 40k, and now gets the effect of playing a 4 or less, which is going to be the Trunks to bounce the Goku, which is not too bad. You know, that's okay. You know, it clears the board, gets rid of the threat of the double striker, and you know, they can play it again. They can pop the Trunks if they really wanted to, and I'm gonna see if this really pans out. Did go ahead and combo out with the Whis. That Whis is super annoying, by the way. Like if you don't have the removal for that, like it just stays there and basically says no to a lot of different cards every single turn. Just deciding when we want to charge. I think we're charging the 3 cost. Oh no, that is the other Goku, I believe. It's hard to tell with the camera here. Okay, we're just playing again. So we did use our energy marker last time. You know, honestly, it might be more beneficial to pop, or not to pop, but to minus the Goku Black, because it's easier to swing into the trunks, right? So if you minus the Goku Black, now that's 20k combo power basically, because your Goku Black, or your Goku is a 40k, and that's like it's dying. Like there's no there's no chance on that one. But yeah, I think in general, um, minusing the 20k from the Goku Black and then swinging into it is probably the better play for sure. So now we're gonna go ahead and swing 40k into leader. That's what it looks like, and we get out of it with a super combo and go tense, which is what you want to do because our hand size is not very high, and that's good because now with Goku Black, not only that we have another one in hand, I think what's going to happen is that we play the Zamasu, bottom deck it, and then play another Goku Black, and now depending on what we draw in our leader, we should be able to play 2 4 costs or less. Of course, we can get back 1 with the Goku Black. We did draw into a Gowasu. That's actually pretty good because let me see. I actually don't think there's any Goku Blacks or any cards that you can get with that that are 4 or less. You can play it off of it. So I mean, like, you very well could swing with the Goku Black and play the Gowasu. That's also a play. So that way you don't have to pay for that cost. You do miss out though. You do miss out in the way of doing that. Also, you could swing, play the Zamasu. Yeah, you could swing, play the Zamasu because it is a when attacking effect, and then bottom deck it with Goku Black, and then play the Goku Black afterwards. Then you have 2 other energy to play with. Not that you really need it specifically, but at least we can get there from there. I think we do get back the same Trunks that can return this Goku, so that's pretty funny. I think you want to swing first. If I had to take a guess, I think you want to swing first. Unless you want to use the Gowasu. You want to use the Gowasu instead. And then see if you can find a target. But I don't think there's any targets for Gowasu. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure there's no targets for Gowasu that you can play. Yeah, you look up the top 5 for Goku Black or Zamasu. You could play Zamasu, I suppose. But they're all pretty weak. You know, there's not any good Zamasus, which is another reason why, you know, I'm not leaning towards playing Goku Black in general. I guess there is the 3 cost and the 4 cost vanilla. So, you know, doing that would be pretty sweet. But it doesn't look like we're lucky enough because we only have that 1 card and we're passing after that. Which I don't know if I agree with. You know, you're at 3 life. You know he has a double striker. The only thing he really needs to do is play out the double striker. What? Okay. Oh, he has the second one. Okay. That's like, there's no chance he did that. All right. No chance of him doing that. Yeah, I mean, this is the other thing too. It was like you may as well swing with it, get some cards out of his hand because you know he's gonna defend. And you're most like doing table math. Even Japan has table math. That's crazy. Because you're gonna lose the value of being able to swing with that Trunks. I hope this is to leader because we know that we have 1 card in hand. So like, you know, back to basics. If he has one card in hand, could be a super combo. So either you take the chance, well, not really take the chance, but you just allow him to use the super combo to defend himself, knowing that it is just a 20 key swing, or you get it to the point where he has to take the life. So if you want to take game, then you just go to 40, which is exactly what's happening here. I don't know if he would, like, Goku Black would have won this one because this looks like it's wrapping up. We did have a target, the 4-cost vanilla too. That's unfortunate. But we're gonna go ahead and swing 40k plus looks like 50, 60, 70. Okay, well, doesn't matter. 80. I think it's like 80 or 75. I can't tell with the combo power there. But there you go. That was the EX tournament. 1 round. I think this is 4 rounds in. They were both undefeated. I could be wrong, but these guys are a little bit different as far as how that works. I believe they just sort of play until like 5 are undefeated, or like 5-0. They're on 5-0. I'm not sure, but that is pretty much it. Shout out to Cause for putting some information together on Twitter all about this stuff, and as well as Aspira for entertaining everybody in the middle of the night on Twitch. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this match, and I'll see you next one.